Hello Flosstube, my name is Mariam, my pronouns are she, her. You may know me as MarroomyCrafts on Instagram or MarroomyDesigns on Etsy. Welcome to my Flosstube Extra. This is a channel about cross stitch and other crafting endeavors, but today this is a special episode. This is Flosstube Extra. That means that I have a special project to share with you. I'm a cross stitcher and designer, so today is all about designing and nothing else. I'm going to talk about my first ever SAL, which is start along. Yes, usually SAL stands for stitch along, but I always believe that as we start so many different projects and we start so many SALs, they become more of a start along. So we are starting together a new project. So my SAL is called From Yalda to Nowruz. So as many of you know, my heritage is Iranian. I was born in Iran and I am really connected to my Iranian roots and my culture. One of the things that I really enjoy is Persian holidays, which are really unique and really tied into pre-Islamic history of Iran and also to earth and nature. Throughout the year, there are so many different holidays that are celebrated. Some of them are bigger than others, but the two major holidays that we celebrate are Nowruz and Yalda. Nowruz is spring equinox, and it's the day that the northern hemisphere enters the spring. And the other major holiday is Yalda, which is the celebration of birth of light and the longest night of the year. So it's winter solstice basically, and winter solstice for the northern hemisphere. So these are two major holidays that I really enjoy celebrating. They're all around food, family, as per usual. All of major holidays across the cultures and different countries, if you look into them, at the root of them is celebration of togetherness and some sort of food attached to it. So no surprise here as well. Both of these holidays are really deeply rooted into community and also nature, celebration of nature, and food, of course, food. So I'm going to start this SAL on basically around winter solstice. So in December we are starting it pretty soon actually. So the first drop, which is the borders and the frame for this pattern, will drop on December 1st, which is this Friday. That's why I wanted to come here and talk about it before that happens, because I want to explain how you can actually be part of this SAL. So how it works is I'm going to actually list that border as a SAL on my Etsy shop. So when you go and you purchase that border, you essentially are not just purchasing the border, but also you're purchasing the SAL itself. So the way it works is make sure that when you are checking out, in that note box that is available for every single transaction that you do on Etsy, there is a note box that you can actually utilize, and I want you to make sure that you enter your email address. This should be an email address that you check regularly and is something that is in use, so the likelihood of my email going to your spam will decrease. And I will be emailing you from my designing account, which is MarroomyCrafts at gmail.com. So I will be emailing you the following drops, which is all of the weekly, almost weekly. I'm going to go over it with you. All of those drops via email. So you receive the whole fillings via email. You're purchasing the border, so you're going to receive the border first on the December 1st, but we're not going to have any drops until December 15th. So essentially you have some bit of time, around 2 weeks time, to stitch the border, or at least start stitching the border. Right now I have designed the pattern to have 12 slots, so I'm going to have 12 drops that you can actually put in and plug in into that border. Even if you don't have the border, you can start stitching the drops And then as you go, you can decide if you want each of those drops to be added to your pattern, to your overall design or not. So it's sort of like a choose your own adventure. And if you don't particularly are fond of a specific drop, you can just leave it out, and then next drop comes and you can decide how to plug them basically. Along the way, I'm gonna just give you like a little bit of hint. Along the way, there will be a few surprises. So yes, technically there are 12 drops, but there might be more. So I'm just giving you a hint here. You might have some options. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna have several options for each of the drops, but some of the weeks that you're gonna receive the pattern for, there will be more than one option for you to plug in. So you can decide if you want to go with option 1 or option 2. So let me first show you the border. So here's the border. This is a very symmetrical border. It's really easy to pluck and unplug those flowers that are making the border up and add more bands to it. Or if you are interested in making your pattern smaller, you can just take away some of those bands and take away some of those flowers and make it like shorter. So it's all up to you. I'm designing this pattern as a monochrome, but I encourage you to, again, as I always do, choose your own adventure. If you want to stitch it all in one color, great, fantastic. If you want to stitch it in 100 colors, go ahead and stitch it in 100 colors. The other thing that I mentioned before was the other way to go about it is a fade, looking at it as a fade. So you have the border and then all those ribbons in the, like those bands in the middle, you can start with one color and end up in the other end of that fade that you choose. I'm gonna give you like the days that the drops will come, will happen. It will be listed in my listing when you actually purchase this SAL as well, so you will have a better idea of when to expect the drops. And there are 3 breaks designed in that period, so you will have 3 different breaks. First one is December 1st, that you will receive the border and frame, and then the next Friday you're not going to have anything. Then the following Friday, so there is a 14 days break between the first one and then the next drop, or the first weekly drops, is on the December 15th, and then December 22nd, 29th, and then January 5th, which is one day after my birthday. My birthday is January 4th. It's my birthday and I'm going on a trip, so I didn't want to really worry about this. Like, it's like for personal reasons. I'm going on a cruise, like a stitch Flosstube on the sea. It's a stitchy cruise, so I'm not going to be around so for that following weeks. So the next drop will be on the 26th. So from January 5th to 26th, you will have time to basically catch up. And then the next one is February 2nd, February 9th, February 16th, and then February 23rd. So after 23rd, you're not going to have, the following week, you're not going to have a drop, which I think is March 2nd. So you're not going to have any drop there. That's again another chance to catch up. Then it's March 8th, then 15th, then last drop will be on March 22nd. So the dimensions, let me tell you the dimensions. So the complete pattern with the border and all of that will be 172 by 272 stitches. So 172 wide and 272 high. And the drops, each drop, the weekly drops, which are smaller, are 138 in 18 stitches. So there are 138 wide and 18 inches tall, 18 stitches tall. So 138 stitches in 18, and you can, you know, that time 12, that's the number of drops that you're going to receive, plus of course the borders, right? So yeah, so that is it. Again, for you to join the SAL or purchase the SAL, page, make sure that you go head to my Etsy shop on the 1st. So make sure, again, please make sure that if you're purchasing the SAL, you enter your email address in the note so I can actually add you to the mailing list for the SAL. Okay, so that is it. I wanted to just hop in and give you this information before we get to Friday. I'm planning on recording my regular Flosstube on Friday as well, and then I'll upload that separately to, you know, talk about what I have stitched, what I'm planning, end of year things, and all of that. All right, so I hope you enjoy my SAL, and I hope that you join it and you stitch along with me during this winter, and hopefully we can find some enjoyment and a great way to make this winter go easier on us until we get to spring. All right, happy stitching everyone. Bye.